Hello, my name's Tasia Mitsinikos. I'm the Training and Research Librarian here at the Law Institute of Victoria. Today we're going to have a look at some practical tips that will help you with legal research. So my first tip for the day is, if you're using any database, website or even Google itself, make sure that you use the advanced search option. It's there for a reason. So an advanced search will not only allow you to type in your keywords, but will also allow you to limit your results. So databases these days will have special search boxes where you can put in limits for things such as a jurisdiction, the court, or even the judge's name. Google itself has a Google Advanced Search option. If you've never used it, all you need to do is just go to the basic search Google box you normally use, type in Google Advanced, and you should find a link to it there. What we've done here in the library is we have created a shortcut of that Google Advanced link on our desktop, and we can use it from there. An example of how we use it is we will use the part where it allows you to limit the domain name. So we will put in something like .gov.au, and this allows our results that come back to only be Australian government sites rather than the .com sites that you most often see very high up in Google results. Our second tip for today is have a look at using authorised versions of things. So when you're looking at parallel citations for a case, you'll have a number of them. If you have something that's just a court citation, that is an unreported version. So what you really want to do is have a look at whether there's an authorised version available. An authorised version will be in a law report. So if you don't have that law report at work, that's where you can contact the library as a member and ask us to help you with that. Examples of authorised reports that people will use is something like within the jurisdiction here of the Victorian Supreme Court, it's the VRs, the Victorian reports. If you're looking at the High Court jurisdiction, you're looking at the CLRs, which are the Commonwealth Law Reports. So again, have a look at your citations. If it's the authorised versions available, that's what you need to have a look for. All right, our third tip for today is one that actually comes from my own personal experience of doing research. Often I will get a research question from someone and I'm asked to find cases that are relevant to a piece of legislation. So I'll start doing this searching for it, and I can't actually find the cases. When I have a bit of a further look within the legislation, what I find is that that piece of legislation actually has been repealed. So the tip there is make sure that when you're doing research, you have checked that the piece of legislation you're wanting to use, now that is whether it's an act or a regulation, is still in fact current. The best way to check it, or perhaps a free way of checking it, is using Lawlex. So if you haven't used Lawlex before, that's Lawlex. You can Google it. It is a database that has some free components to it and has a subscription part. But the free part allows you to search for your legislation, and when you locate it, it will let you know this is repealed, and if it is repealed, it will give you a repeal date. Tip number 4 is using truncation. So let me explain what truncation actually is. So that is when you want to do a search in a database using a keyword. And our example today is I want to locate tax cases. Now for tax, if you want to type that into a database, will the results come back as tax, taxes, taxable, or taxation? So you've got a variation there on those words. So what you want to do is find the commonality of those words. So in this instance, it's tax. So you're going to type in TAX, and then what you want to do is put in a special character. Now, a special character could be an exclamation mark, it could be an asterisk, or some other special character. What you need to do is just check the database that you're using in order to ensure you're using the correct one. But being able to put in a truncation into a search box allows you then to bring back tax cases where it's been indexed with those variations. Right. So the last tip for today, tip number 5, is actually make sure that you utilise your LIV membership in order to use the library services that we have here. If you don't know, if you have citations, so you've done a little bit of research yourself, you've located various case citations or journal article citations, and you don't have the full text of those at work, you can put those through to us via our website, and we will supply the first 5 every 24 hours for free, as long as we can source them freely. So that could mean it comes from our library collection or from a library that we have reciprocal arrangements with. So if you haven't used that before, please do. Also remember that we are all experienced legal librarians, so feel free to contact us on our general number, which is 9607 9360, and just ask for assistance. We're here to help.